Y'all just got to be smarter. I get it. He's young, Ocho, but bro, they done took some money for y'all. Ain't trying to give y'all no more money. I'm sorry, y'all
Nah,
ain't finna get no more of my
hell
money.
no.
None of it. Nothing. You hear talk at one point in time, they thought he could be the face of the league, and now they talking about can they win with Ja? Is he better
Yeah.
as a second option? Are they gonna move Ja?
Shannon Sharpe goes off on Morant. Check out what he had to say, and then I'll come back with my comments.
Ocho, the NBA is looking into Ja Morant using the finger gun motion towards the Warriors bench last night, according to Shams. Video has emerged of Buddy Hield doing the finger gun at Ja first. What do you make of this situation? Does Hield doing it first excuse Ja despite all the history of Ja with guns?
Well, if you're Ja Morant, you know your history, you know the multiple videos with you with a weapon. If I were you, the league is being extra with you, maybe unfair, however you want to call it, but you got to be mindful of that. You missed a lot of time due to all of that. Then you've been injured. If I'm Ja Morant, man, I'm staying away from anything that looks like a weapon with hand gestures. You got to just, smarten up, understand they're looking at you more than other players that may do it. So Ja, man, think smart, bro. You're getting too old to be playing the games like this.
That's a tough one.
Very tough.
That's a tough one. I probably know your take on it, and understanding that based on your history and what you've done in the past, or what the situations that have occurred in the past, is something that you shouldn't do. I think in the heat of the moment, with Buddy Hield doing it first and him just, emulating what Buddy did to him, I understand probably how it's seen. Oh, you should know better based on what you've done in the past, but I think it's in this situation is harmless if you've already learned your lesson, and just answering back to Buddy Hield in the same manner in which he directed it at you. I mean, you might see it different than I do.
Given Ja's history, you think he would be smarter than that?
Yeah, I knew that.
I done lost some games. I'm like, you know what, buddy? First of all, that's Buddy Hield. Come on now.
I'm gonna let you have that.
Yeah.
You gonna let him have it?
That's you, but come on, buddy, for real.
Yeah, again, Buddy Hield started it. But the league, they're looking at Ja Morant. Is he going to finish the gesture? Is he going to go back and forth like that? He had a better chance of just doing something else that people can understand, but to do exactly what Buddy did, man. You got to let that go, bro. But I ain't going to lie, a one-on-one fight between Buddy Hield and Ja Morant, I got my money on Buddy Hield. Real talk.
Yeah.
Hey, Buddy about that life.
I mean, come on. Your name Buddy.
Hey.
Come on, buddy. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm looking at it, Ocho, for real, though.
Right.
If Steph do it, I got to get you back, Steph. Because you Steph Curry. No, I ain't finna let you come do to my house and let you do all that.
I got to have that.
Yeah.
I understand.
Give me that back. The Grizzlies are 0-3 in the post-Taylor Jenkins era. I was surprised. They were in the 5th spot. Ja missed some time this year. Ja's missed a lot of time the last couple of years. Remember, I think he hurt his shoulder last year, and he missed damn near the whole season. The year before that, he had the incident with the situation, got suspended. Yeah. And he hasn't been on the court, but when he's playing, he's sensational.
Yeah, Ja Morant, top 5 young guys in the league as far as the faces to potentially lead the NBA to the future. But just with all his histories with the weapon situations, they're scratching their head right now. They would rather have Victor Wembanyama be the face of like the newer age over the last 4 or 5 years. You don't have to worry about Wemby. Clean cut, ain't on the BS. But just going back to Ja Morant and this Grizzlies team, man, the firing of Jenkins, it was head scratching to do that 2 weeks before the playoff starts. But I guess they felt as though we haven't had great playoff success with Taylor Jenkins. Might as well let him go. But I would have did it in the off season, see how far you go. But maybe they were like, you know what? Let's say we do go far. He makes it to the Western Conference Finals. Do we keep him? So maybe they've been wanting to get rid of him, and they decide to pull the plug now. So if you're Ja Morant, with the coaching changes, with you being injured, you kind of want to stay out of the whole media limelight. Just play ball, worry about what's going on the court. Have your back and forth. We're in a competitive sport. They talk junk, you talk junk back. But anything dealing with weapons, hand movements, stay away from that, Ja. It ain't going to be a good look for you.
Lights out.
I mean, I think he had, 36, 38 last night against Golden State. Now,
yeah, dude can ball, man.
Steph went haywire. Yeah, and had 52 on him. Excuse me, 12 or 20 from the 3-point line. But y'all just got to be smarter. I get it. He's young, Ocho, but bro, they done took some money for y'all. Ain't trying to give y'all no more money. I'm sorry, y'all ain't finna get no more of my money. No. None of it. Nothing.
And Ja should be lucky he got his Nike deal. You got to think, Nike with their image, they ain't just going to let all that weapon stuff go. without you being suspended or possibly losing your shoe deal. So thankful he still got that. He missed out on the opportunity with the All-NBA team, so he lost about 40 plus million. So yeah, Shannon Sharpe was like, look, bro, you already lost all that money. Could have lost your shoe deal. May have lost some other sponsorships and brand deals. Stay away from this. Make people forget about it. Let them know, like, yeah, I still talk my junk. I am who I am, but you got to be a little bit more strategic with your approach. They're going to be looking at you. Stay away from all the weapon stuff.
Yeah.
Y'all not finna get any more of my money.
Hell
I've given you too much as it is.
40 plus?
Yeah.
And so I just think the thing is, like, look, I mean, you hear talk at one point in time, they thought he could be the face of the league, and now they talking about can they win with Ja? Is he better as a second option? Or are they gonna move Ja? I'm like,
Second who?
A second option.
Second option of who? Second coming of Christ? Man, stop playing, man.
Yeah, as far as Ja Morant being the second option, just with his popularity and athleticism and what he can do to the crowd in the NBA, he's always going to be that first option on the Memphis Grizzlies. But Desmond Bane, great young player. Jackson Jr., very good player, but they don't got the same appeal in the presence as a Ja Morant. But as far as Ja Morant potentially being traded, after the whole Luka trade, anybody can go except LeBron and maybe a handful of other players. So if you're Ja, hey, man, keep balling, keep playing, because if there's a trade out there that's enticing, you can be included in the trade package, a 3 or 4 team deal. So he could be on the move, but just as far as what could happen this season, playoffs, don't know who they're going to play as of yet. Everybody's pretty much bunched up between 3 and the 8th seed. So it's going to be interesting in the Western Conference. I don't know if I got my money on the Memphis Grizzlies in the first round.
Let's not
get carried away with it, Ocho.
And they get a little carried away now. I don't understand the game of basketball like that to the extent of you and George Sedano and Doris Burke, but I know goddamn well he ain't no second option to nothing unless you talk about Christ.
Joel Embiid would undergo arthroscopic surgery on his left knee next week. Embiid ruled out for the season in late February as the Sixers met with doctors to determine the best treatment to alleviate the knee issues was surgery. Ocho, here's a wild stat. The games played since the start of the 2014-15 season. The year Joel Embiid entered the draft, Carmelo Anthony, 12th year. Carmelo Anthony has played more games? Is this why I'm reading this correctly, Ash? More games than Joel Embiid?
Yep.
And Melo has been retired for 3 years.
Yeah, if you're Joel Embiid, you might as well retire. Go ahead and hang it up. Don't know what's going to happen moving forward with Joel Embiid. He can't play in back-to-backs. He kind of already put that out there, and now you're having a knee surgery. So his knees and legs have been messed up since he entered the league, and now you're having another knee surgery in your 30s. Joel Embiid, he's cooked. I don't know what the Philadelphia 76ers are going to do, but they got to find a way to get rid of him. You're paying him a lot of money, and he's not on the court. So if you got a Carmelo Anthony that's been retired for a few years, and he's played more games than you over the last 6 or 7 years, that's head-scratching. That's a notice to the Sixers, like, it's time to move him. The Paul George experiment was a fail. Only thing you got on the bright side is a Tyrese Maxey, and he's injured out for the season. So Philly got a lot of work to do. I ain't gonna lie, man. Would you trade Joel Embiid, Paul George, and some first-round picks for Ja Morant if you're the Grizzlies? Do you feel as though you can win with Ja Morant? So that could be an interesting move as well. They got to find a way to move him, so I wouldn't be surprised if you start hearing trade talks with Ja Morant, with Joel Embiid, and a couple other stars in the league. So, but just as far as Ja Morant, man, put the hand weapons down, lock in. You got the playoffs starting up soon. Got to try to get out that first round. Try to make up for all the games that you missed with injuries and suspensions. So we'll see what happens moving forward with Ja Morant.